Hello YouTubers, this is Mark, Yorkshireman, or Yorkshireman Mark, yeah, whichever way you want to call it. Now then, I've been watching news today, and Nigel Farage has took his seat in the European Parliament, and as soon as the European Parliament decided to disgrace everyone by playing the European National Anthem, the Brexit Party turned their backs on the National Anthem, which they did the correct thing. Because the European Parliament thinks it's its own country. It thinks it should have its own national anthem. What a utter nutters. Complete idiots, I'm telling you. This is why I voted to leave. So clowns, like what's happening over in EU Parliament right now, don't get a foothold. We had one clown in World War II who thought he could take on the world. He was called Adolf Hitler. He caused nothing but trouble in World War II. Now, I'm only saying this because Angela Merkel and her party, and, as you all know, France, Brussels and Germany are the three who set it up, really. We don't want their colonialism. The United Kingdom wants to break away from Europe completely. Smash. We don't even want TWO rules. We want to break away completely. Living under TWO rules means we would have to have a customs union. Without the TWO rules, we wouldn't. So we don't want a customs union. We want to leave. Basically, that's it. We want to become an independent country. I can remember an independent country. I mean, I was born in 1966. 1970 and 71, I was only 4 and 5. And I can remember us being a lot better off than what we are right now. Back in 1974, 75, that's when they decided the United Kingdom would join Europe in this, what they call superstate, which a very famous MP, I forgot his name now, but I will Google it and I will come back to you on it, he stood up in Parliament and said the EU Parliament should never ever become a superstate, and it has become a superstate. I mean Angela Merkel saying it's the Fourth Reich. Where does she get off in saying that? You know what I mean? And then you've got French people saying, yeah, we should become a superpower. No, that doesn't work, I'll tell you. We don't want that crap. We don't want shite like that. We don't want any of it. We didn't even want terrorism on our shores, but we've got it, and it's as simple as that. We didn't want ISIS on our shores, but we've got it. Literally, and then we've got Remainers. I mean, there's a Facebook site called Leeds for Europe, and believe you me, they are Remainers. And they were moaning, and they said something, so I replied, and I just said, well, I happened to say, yeah, let Conservatives have as Boris Johnson as MP. Won't make any difference. He's got the same trouble as what Theresa May had. He can't renegotiate in Europe, especially if they say no. They're parking that bus and saying there's no more negotiations. He's stuck. He's in the same place. So really, Conservatives are not going to be better off. What they would be better off doing, in my mind, is having a general election. Or, I don't want to say this because a lot of people will say, oh, well, you're talking crap. Oh, it's going to need a second and a third referendum. I think if you had a second referendum, it would go the way of the Remainers, but then you would need a third for it to be balanced politically. I mean, it would be lopsided. I mean, it won't be a true vote of the people. The first referendum was a true vote of the people, and Vote Leave won. And as far as I'm concerned, the respect is you should deliver what the people say of this country. The MPs are just, at the moment, are sticking two fingers up at us and saying, we'll do what we want. If we want to bully you into not leaving, then that's what we will do. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't like bullies. I never have. And I'll tell you now, and this is to all the politicians who are Remainers, you push the people too far. The people will push back. That's a fact. They could be political unrest. They could be a civil war. And don't think it can't happen because it's in modern times. Yes, it could happen. And this is the powder keg, what we are living with at the moment. At the moment, we are living with a bomb. A ticking bomb. And when that goes off, politically, when that explodes, then the people of the United Kingdom will push back. Literally. All the bully boys, all the bully boy tactics, all the Project Fear will not save you. It is as simple as that. So yes, a revolution could happen. Even in modern times. It's happened in the past, it could happen again. But we don't want that. We want to resolve this politically. And politically, the way we should resolve it is to leave Europe. Without any rules, we complete no deal, no WTO rules, no nothing. Just leave. Let's be an independent country. There is other countries out there who are trading quite happily, and they're not even a member of Europe, and they get a free trade deal, so why can't we have the same? Well, we could. But the more people argue about, well, we want to remain, we want to leave, the point is, we have to unite and say, look, let's leave Europe. In 10 or 20 years down the line, you can vote again if you want to come back or whatever. But we should unite, come together, be as one, and leave. Let's be men about it, and let's be gentlemen about it, and let's not be schoolboy tactics and maungy about it. Let's just leave. Simple as. And if I was Boris Johnson, I'd go to you and say, right, you won't want to talk to me? Fine. There's the rules. That's what we're doing. Up yours. And it's as simple as that. No more negotiations. We just walk out and leave. And that would be the best thing to do. And I'm an educated person. And even I know the next general election, the Labour Party and the Conservative Party won't win it. Definitely the Conservative Party won't win because of what's happened, because they haven't delivered Brexit. And in my mind, I don't think Brexit will be delivered because all the parties can't unite and say, let's leave, let's do it, let's get it over and done with, and let's leave. And then sometime down the line, it can be in as little as 5 or 10 years. And then we'll vote, oh, well, we want to go back into Europe, well, let's vote. And there you go. But that's what's got to happen. Or Boris Johnson, to break the deadlock, closes Parliament completely down. That's what I would do. I would literally close Parliament. Because without that sceptre, you can't have a Parliament. And that's what I do. I'd nick the sceptre. Take it away. Yeah, might get a bit of a roasting for it. Might get a few months ban out of House of Commons for it. But that's what I do. Take it away. Shut down Parliament. And break the deadlock. And that's forcing the issue. And that's what I would do. And I think, and in fear, that's what I think would happen. Literally would happen. Even Jeremy Hunt is now thinking, oh, well, we've got to leave Europe. Well, he's not wrong. We do. Everyone, except for the Lib Dems, can see it. And Labour can't see it. Labour don't want to leave. Jeremy Corbyn thinks he's going to walk it. He honestly thinks he's going to walk into number 10 in a couple of years' time and become Prime Minister. No, he's not. That shower piece of shite is not going to be leader or Prime Minister. He never will be. He's too weak. And he's too far left as well. He's completely too far. He's took the Labour Party down into is what I would call a racist party now. Same as the BNP. Same as what UKIP were labelled. Now Labour's been labelled it. They don't like it. But that's what's happening. Because Jeremy Corbyn is a Marxist. He doesn't want what we want. He wants what he wants for himself. He's not for the people. He's not for you. The only person who is talking about the people and who is on about bringing people together, you've got it, it's Nigel Farage's Brexit Party. And they're the only... UKIP are finished. Completely finished. Nigel Farage is there. In the limelight, saying what he's saying and delivering what he wants to deliver. And it's as simple as that. I mean, I mean, the BBC are like, oh, well, you all this money, where's all this? It doesn't matter where the money's coming from. He has subscriptions into that party, and that's where the money's coming from. People, you have to pay to join a political party. Simple as, and that's what they've done. And that's where all the money's come from to run the Brexit party. If he's had donations, and he's stupid enough not to be open about it, then that's his own problem. But at the end of the day, I think all the donations what he's had, he's been open, his accounts are open, and it's as simple as that. Really. So yeah. So in reality, if we did have another general election, which I think we could be going down that route, would be, and the Remainers will love this, because I think it'd be, I don't know how they do it, I don't know how it'd happen, but from what I could work out, from a bit of maths and that, of my own, is the Lib Dems would just get past the post, closely followed by the Brexit Party, and then closely followed by the Conservatives would be third, and then the Labour Party would be fourth. So they wouldn't even be in opposition, and neither would the Conservatives. So that's the way I see things happening. That's the way I see things. The Lib Dems will just get enough of a majority to build their own government, closely followed by the Brexit Party. Now, I could be completely wrong, and we could have a general election, and that might not happen. But bear in mind, when the coalition came about with Conservatives and Lib Dems, I said on Twitter, and a lot of people can remember me on Twitter because I'm at Time Lord Hill, I said the Lib Dems will get crucified. I got told I'm talking crap, rubbish, bank, wallop. Well, I was right, wasn't I? What happened? You got crucified. You got cut down to 8 MPs in House of Commons. Now you're rebuilding back up. Now you're using your brain, where you should have used your brain before, but Nick Clegg took you down the path where you didn't want to go. He broke his own party's promises. Yeah, I mean, the Lib Dems have always said they will never go in coalition, but he broke that promise. He did, with David Cameron. So, now the Lib Dems are rebuilding, and they have said there will be no coalition. Well, I think they get enough votes just to get into number 10. And then closely followed by Brexit. But, don't get me wrong, if the Lib Dems won the general election, they would have to deliver Brexit. They couldn't say, oh no, it's not going to happen. They'd have to deliver it. So whoever gets in power has to deliver Brexit. And that's the shortfall of it all. And that's where it comes. So all this Leave for Europe crap, you know, I want to remain. Stop going round bullying people. Stop going round telling people who voted to leave, oh well, you got it wrong. But no, they didn't. They want to leave Europe. Why do you lot who want to remain? I'll tell you why. It's because you don't want to get exposed for what you really are. And I honestly think there's a lot of MPs who are voting Remain because they know they've done some kind of deal in Europe, and David Cameron threw a spanner in the works by having this referendum over leaving Europe. I think there's some dodgy deals being going on, and MPs are now crapping themselves because they could be exposed as fraudulent. That's what I think. Prove me wrong. But at the end of the day, there is no other reason why you would want to, unless you want to waste money by taking this country into, you know, keeping this country in Europe. You know, paying £39 million per year, which goes up every year, by the way. And of that 39 million, we don't even get a quarter of it back. So, you know, all these Remainers are talking crap, bullshit, wallop. You're complete idiots. You know what I mean? We don't want to pay Europe any money at all, because we don't get nothing back from it. And don't say, yeah, we do, because we don't. We don't even get a quarter of it back. So, go tell Greece that. Go tell Spain the same. Because I tell you now, Spain are getting fed up. The EU are bully boys. They are literally bullying. They are bullying Hungary and Czech Republic. Europe has even asked America if they could sort out Hungary and Czech Republic. And unfortunately, Donald Trump said no. That'll never happen. We will never put boots in Hungary. we will never, ever, ever, ever land a force in Hungary. And if anyone does, I reckon the United Kingdom and the United States would stop them. So I think the EU, especially the European Parliament, I think they want war. And that's what I think they're edging to, because they are bullying people. They are bullying people who say, well, you've got to have open borders. No, you don't. You do not have to have any open borders at all. It is crap. You must maintain your stance. I mean, look what's happened. I mean, Angela Merkel opened up Germany borders to all the refugees. But do you honestly think every one of them are leaving a country? What's it? What? No, they're not. They're not proper refugees. They're economic migrants. They're just jumping on bandwagon. And you lot are just falling for it. Hook, line and sinker. So, it's Germans' fault. All this mass refugee and mass, and I mean mass immigration into Europe. It's down to Germany, unfortunately. It's not down to us. It's down to Germany. But like I said, everyone's moaning. BBC have tried lots of tactics to try and derail Boris Johnson's Conservative leadership fight. It hasn't worked, quite obviously, because he's still there. He refuses to answer questions over his girlfriend's eye, which is nothing to do with the public. It's nothing to do with us. It's nothing to do with anybody else. So you just want to wind your necks in and keep your nose out and just let them fight it out. In reality, if Boris Johnson becomes Prime Minister, he's got the same problem. Yes, the Conservatives want him in. And I tell you why they want him in. Because they think Jeremy Hunt will be too soft with the opposition. Now, Boris Johnson has this knack of really pissing people off. And he pisses off the left a lot. So that's why, because Boris Johnson is Jeremy Corbyn's kryptonite. And I tell you now, the longer Jeremy Corbyn is leader of the Labour Party are never going to get in power ever again. Never ever. Not with all them. Well, in fact, I know for definite they have a couple of people who are racist in that party. Definitely racist. And one of them's racist against white people. So, there you go. You know what I mean? Because one of Labour MPs says there should be more blacks in the party. You're being racist against white people. You have to get into your mind, when you call the white people racist, you have to get into your mind, the United Kingdom is ethnically more white than coloured. Literally. More white than black, more white than Pakistan. They've come into our country. So you should take up our laws. Not your own laws, our laws. And that's what will change when Nigel Farage becomes Prime Minister. And believe you me, that will happen sooner or later. It's as simple as that. But even, like I said, the far loony left of the BBC have tried derailing Boris Johnson. They haven't succeeded, obviously. Now they're trying to derail Mr Farage by saying that he's got funds from illegal sources, which I don't think he has. I think they're making stories up. And let's face it, the BBC are not as independent as what you think as well. They're ripping off pensioners, literally ripping them off by saying, look, you're not going to get a free TV licence. We're taking that away from you, and you're going to have to pay for it like everybody else. Well, unfortunately, there's a lot of pensioners who can't afford TV licence. The only reason why the BBC are doing that is to pay their wages. That's why they're doing it. BBC like wasting money. Literally, they are wasting money. They're not spending it on new programmes. That's why we've got a lot of repeats on at the moment. And we do have a lot of repeats on BBC. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. There's hell of a lot of repeats. That's why I don't watch the BBC. That's why I don't have a telly. That's why I watch DVDs. I watch TV series and things, or play things like that, games. You know what I mean? So, really, in reality, the BBC are like ripping off us, the general public. And they are bully boy tactics. They get the government to send out their debt collectors to our houses. Hence the BBC guns. So really, the government, the BBC, They're all bully boys. And even the Remainers, you are bullying people into believing your way, and that is wrong. That is the wrong way to do it. That's what Adolf Hitler did in World War II, and we beat him. We crushed him. And that's what will happen with Remain Party. We will crush you. Simple as that. We have been betrayed. We have been betrayed by the House of Commons. We have been betrayed by MPs. Literally MPs. The Conservatives have betrayed Brexit. Theresa, do you honestly think Theresa May had any idea of delivering Brexit? Nope. That's why she did what she did. That's why she got a weak deal. That's why she took all the bullshit time, and that's why the deal got... We're all planned to fail. She planned to fail. She didn't plan to succeed. She planned to fail. She didn't want to do it, but she was forced to do it, literally. And people around her didn't advise her properly neither. You know what I mean? Even one idiot says that she should have, oh yeah, you should go for a general election. Yeah, look what happened. She went for a general election and lost the majority. She didn't have to go for that general election. She could have sat on that majority what David Cameron got, but she didn't. She listened to an idiot from the Tory party and got a letter of majority because she had to go in coalition with DUP, which is not very nice, is it? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. That's where I stand on it all. So yeah, there is traitors in our midst. There's traitors in Westminster. It's about time Westminster and the House of Lords got reformed. Reformed properly. In fact, the Houses of Parliament should no longer be in London. It should be in a modern city. And I honestly think that modern city should be Birmingham. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? That's where the 21st century politics should be taking place. Right now. In Birmingham, in a modern city. Not in London, not in an archaic city like London. It is too old, there's too much stuck in the ways, and I honestly think if we took it away from them, or if we reform politics, I think you find out there's been a lot of backstabbing, and been a lot of fraud, and I think that's why MPs are fighting to stay in Europe, because they know they're going to get outed, they're going to get exposed for fraud. Simple as. Well, that's my opinion. I am allowed of my opinion. So, if any police want to come to my house, please do so. But don't expect me to be happy about it, because I won't be. And at the end of the day, I've broken no laws, anything like that. And we don't want any terrorists coming into this country. We don't want Jerry John coming back into this country. He should stay in Syria. Put him up against the wall and shoot him. That's what I say to do. It's as simple as that. Right, this is Yorkshireman. Catch it, thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the information bell for when I'm putting up a new video. And please, comment below. Comment, oh, you won't below. I will answer your comments on any political questions. But it looks like, at the moment, Boris Johnson could be the next Prime Minister. I don't know. I think Jeremy Hunt might just clinch it myself, but we'll never know. But it's neck and neck in it, really. Between one Boris Johnson and one Jeremy Hunt. And I'll tell you now, Jeremy Hunt is putting up a good fight. So whoever wins, wins. But like I say, whoever wins has got the same problem as what Theresa May had. The field is narrowing. The cul-de-sac is appearing. Nowhere to go, boys. Nowhere to go. Because Westminster won't let you leave, mate. Tell you that now. And it's not down to me, it's not down to you, it's down to the traitors in Westminster, which is Labour MPs, Liberal Democrats, all them lot. It's not me, it's not the Brexit Party, but that's where it's down to. The field's narrowing, and the cul-de-sac is coming to a close. It's going into view now. Nowhere to turn. So catch you all later. Like I say, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell, and share the video and comment below. Thank you for watching my video. Bye for now.